Hi friends, welcome to your stretching and tension relief workout. This routine has been designed specifically to unlock tight and tense muscles, and I would say use this routine whenever you feel that the demands that are being asked of you are becoming too much. It's so important that we take time to notice when that happens and to do something with it. And a lot of the time it's slowing down and releasing tension and tightness from the body, which can often help us come at things from a clearer perspective and a bit more of a healthier mindset as well. And feel free to slap this routine on at any point in the year where you feel that stress and tension creep up and in for you. Christmas can be a very stressful time for a lot of people. Yes, it's full of joy and happiness, but also it can be triggering for a lot of people as well. And so can many other calendar events in the year. So that's just one example. So please use this whenever you feel that you need that release and that escape from life and that moment of time to just restore your body and restore your mind and eke out that tension, because you definitely deserve it. We're going to start on our back, so come to your mat if you're not already there. So just bringing yourself into relaxation position, and if there's any workout to focus on the name of an exercise, this would be it. So relaxation position is all about just bringing yourself into your practice, into your own body, into your own mind, and starting to invite that sense of softness and stillness into your body. Relaxation position. Just bring your arms down by the sides of your hips, or if it feels more comfortable, we're going to start with a little bit of belly breathing. You can also pop your hands onto your belly. You do not have to worry about being neutral in the spine or anything like that. Just focus more on relaxing. Allow the pelvis to release, allow the ribs to release. Get your back of your head nice and heavy. Roll the neck, release any tension from around there. Remember, you can use a soft pillow or cushion to keep your head in line with your spine. Just find a place of comfort, immense comfort if you can, where you just kind of can melt down into that mat. Hands on the belly, allow the collarbones to open. Start to focus on your breath. Just notice how it is, and then start to deepen that focus on the breath. So as you breathe in, notice where the breath goes. Notice whether it's just in the chest, and if it is just in the chest, start to bring it into your hands on your belly. So breathe in, let the air pass down the chest, let the belly rise into the hands, and then breathe out through the mouth, and then you'll feel the belly just fall back in towards the spine. So a couple of rounds of breath just like this, belly breathing, allowing us to become aware and really tap into that rest and digest system in the body, that side that is so sometimes neglected, that needs our attention. And with every out breath, see if you can soften a different part of your body. Maybe it's the jaw, maybe it's the muscles in the face, maybe it's the hips, the glutes, maybe it's the spine, the back. Try and just find your spot. Take one more breath here, breathe deep into those hands, let the belly expand, and then breathing out, let the belly just gently fall back in towards the spine. We're going to come into spine curls, so just bring the hands to the sides of the body, lengthen the arms, let the collarbones fall open. You're going to breathe out. You're going to actually take the arms up first, and then you're going to take them all the way overhead. You're going to release them to the mat. Take a bend in the elbows, whatever you need to do to allow your arms to just be rested on the mat. So from here, we're going to spine curl up. Arms are passive. Breathing out, flatten the back, and then start to wheel your spine up. You might feel that you are a little bit maybe wobbly there because our arms are overhead, so we've not got that extra help of the arms here, but don't worry about that, you'll be fine. Keeping the arms soft, you're just going to wheel the spine back down. And in this exercise, we're just looking today just to, in this little repertoire, to use the spine curl to just, like I say, smooth out that spine, find the real sticky points, and then just lengthen and release the spine back down. If it feels too much with the arms, this is quite an open position for your shoulders, and if you are tight in the shoulders, it maybe does feel like it's a little bit too much, and if that is you, then that's absolutely fine. Just bring your arms back down to the sides of the body. There's no need to keep them up and overhead. It is quite a passive move though, turning the shoulders off there to relax them. Good, just finding that flow, reaching the knees forward, lengthen those sit bones towards the backs of the knees. Just do one more here. Remember, this is all about releasing the tension. We need big out breaths. Keep thinking soft jaw, soft face. Releasing here. Good. Bring the arms up if you did have them overhead. Bring them back down to the sides of the body. Coming into little pelvic rotations. So if the feet have moved, just readjust here. We're going to flatten, you're going to bring the spine back up. You're going to drop one hip bone towards the mat, and one hip bone pops up towards the sky, and then soften from that breastbone. You're just wheeling down one side of your spine. So your pelvis is rotated, roll back to center, and then just wheel back up the middle of your mat, and then same thing, just drop one hip bone down, go to the other side, and then you're just rolling down one side of your mat. And again, think of that nice long spine. You're coming back to your center point each time. So just a couple here, letting that pelvis move, letting that spine move. Breathing here. Keep the ribs soft. Try and keep the arms soft. Remember, we're all about releasing the tension in this one. And then releasing down there. Bring yourself back to neutral from here. You're going to widen the position of the legs. So just take the legs kind of width of the mat, and you can turn the legs, you can sort of slightly rotate the hips, sorry. So maybe a little bit of a turn out through the feet. And then all you're going to do, bring your arms out to the sides of the body, and then you're just going to drop your knees towards the floor. So you're doing a 90-90 hip rotation here, and this is beautiful. Just to stretch and release around the hips. Come back to center, and then just take your legs the other way. So allow your hips to rotate. Just moving side to side. And again, we're going to take this into a bit more of a stretch, but keep it sort of under control. Don't let the legs just kind of fall towards the mat. Think of that upper body. And again, feel free to close your eyes down for this whole session and really just dream yourself into it. It's all about just moving slowly, mindfully, and just releasing that tension, being in your own body, doing something good for yourself, letting go of whatever it is that's bothering you, that's making you hold that tension in your body. Sometimes we're not even aware of what it is, but let this be your medicine for whatever's on your plate. Good. On the next one, we'll take it into a little hip stretch. So allow your knees to come towards the floor. And then the leg that's at the top, press your sole of the foot into the mat, and then reach your knee away. So you're getting a stretch out of the hip here. So that sole of the foot is in contact with the mat. The other leg's just releasing down, and you're stretching that leg away to release out of the hip. So press into the foot, push your kind of hip forward, your knee, your quad forward. You'll feel that stretch around the hip. Just let your upper body release towards the sky. Keep the shoulders on the mat. Pull yourself back out of that stretch, and then come back to your other side, and we'll do that to the other side. So that sole of the foot, kind of that leg stays up a little bit. You're going to press into that foot and reach this hip forward, reach the knee away from you till you feel that stretch come on around the hips. Again, hips hold so much tension for us. So this is a lovely one just to get that tension out, release here. Draw that hip back in. We'll just do one more each side, keeping it nice and slow, nice and controlled. Go at your own pace. Reach in here. And then coming back to center. Let your legs fall to the other side. And then just pressing into that hip. Good. And then releasing back out. Bringing yourself back into relaxation position. So bring the legs back parallel. From here, you're just going to stack one knee and bring your hamstring into your hands, and then just release the other leg away from you. And then we're just going to lengthen the leg. That's all we're doing. Really support that hamstring, and then just bend the knee. So we're just lengthening, extending the knee, press the hamstring into the back of the hand, so you get a little release through the hamstring here. You're supporting it, and then just release the leg. Good, keep taking the deep breaths. Come back to the breath all the time. Let that tension go. On this one, keep the leg up. Keep pressing that hamstring into the hands and just take little circles through the ankles each way. Good job. And then from there, you're going to release the hands. Bring the hands to the sides of the body. Bring the opposite sole of the opposite foot back to the mat. From here, you're just going to bend the knee, take the foot to the floor, slide the leg away, release the hip, and then bring your leg back up. Good. Softly point the foot, take the foot towards the floor, slide the leg away, flex your ankle, bring that leg back up. 2 more here. Slide, get that stretch kicking out through that heel. Last one, folding the leg in, soften that upper body, bringing that leg all the way up. Good job. From here, you're going to bring that ankle over your knee, bring yourself into a little figure of 4 stretch. And then again, just use that breath to release around that side of the body. Take those deep breaths in, take those deep breaths out, as much and as many as you need. Keep that tailbone lengthening down the mat, so we're not tucking the pelvis here. Good job. Land the foot on the floor, and then you're going to take the top foot, you're going to stay in your figure of 4 position, and then take the sole of the foot towards the mat here, the foot that's over the thigh bone here. Now, from here, if you can grip onto the front of the shin or the ankle, great. If not, don't worry about that. Try and get the knee towards the sky. So the knee might want to kind of fall in towards the body. You're going to just try, you can even use the hand here just to open the hip a little bit. Think knee pointing up towards the sky, the ceiling, and then allow the shoulders to release down onto the back, getting a stretch around the back of the hips again, the glutes, the outside of the hips start to soften down. So again, whenever we're in a stretch here, come back into the breath. Remember why you're here, it's about releasing tension. And then take a few moments to try and help you release that tension. Focus on your breath. We're just holding the stretches for just a little minute or 2. Feel that tightness wherever it is and just breathe into it and let it go. Good job. Beautiful work. Very, very gently from there. You're going to release the hand if you were holding on to the front of the leg. Come back into that 4-point kneeling. This time cross the legs. Bring the other hand out to the side of the body, and then you're going to take a little spine twist, we call it, just a little kind of twist through the spine. But again, think of the upper body staying towards the sky, and you're really just kind of twisting through the side here. Again, let the legs fall towards the floor, let them go to where they want to go, and then try and release through your inner thighs here again. Take a moment to come into that stretch. Feel the parts that need your help, that need you to send that breath to them, that need that help to release. And then see my legs are going, and then releasing here. Use that breath, invite that stillness in. Beautiful work. Enjoy every second. Good. Very gently bring those legs all the way back up. And we're just going to repeat that little sequence on the other side. So you're going to start by stacking one leg, slide the other leg away, and then you're just going to lengthen and lower. So lengthen here, and then lower. So you should be just releasing that hamstring. So really press that leg back into the hand. Let the hamstring sort of come on, and then let it come off a little bit. Stay in lengthen on this one. We'll go for our circles through the ankle. And again, notice where they feel kind of tight or stuck. And then release, circle the other way. Good job, good job, good. From here, we're just going to support that leg on its own now. So taking the hands away, arms back down to the side of the body. We're going to start to bend the knee, slide the leg, flex your ankle and bring that leg back up. Opposite leg, you can have the sole of the foot on the mat here, a little bit of extra support. And then flexing up, soft bend, just let it flow, let it flow. Know that there's not much form here, that we're just trying to get a little bit of movement, releasing a little bit of tension through the backs of the legs. And up, beautiful work. Coming into figure of 4 here. So knee, ankle over the shin, over the quad, sorry, and again, just fold that knee in. This is one of the best stretches. I will have said this many times before, but this is a great one for the hips and the back. To be done daily if you can. Keep sticking with the breath. Keep releasing down. Deep breaths. Feel the ribs on the mat as you breathe in. Allow the ribs to expand. Breathing out. Good. Land in the sole of the foot. You're going to bring the leg over, still in that figure of 4 position, to land the foot. If you can get the front of the ankle or the shin, all the better. If not, don't worry. You can just have the hand to give you can use your hand to give your knee a little help here. So you're trying to land the sole of the foot and then press that knee open. So the knee might want to kind of draw in towards you, but you can use your hand a little bit as well. Try and keep that knee facing the sky, and then just open your upper chest, your upper body, sorry. So just bring the shoulders to the mat. You're getting a lovely stretch around the hip here, a low back, the glutes as well. Try and release in the inner thighs. Again, another part of the body where we hold so much tension that we're not even aware. So bring your awareness to these parts, see if it feels tense for you, and then use that breath. Let the legs release towards the mat, the floor, the underneath leg. So gravity will be a great friend here as well, helps with the stretching. Beautiful work. Just enjoy it. From there, bring your feet and legs back up. You're going to cross the legs, and then again gently we're just lowering down for a little supine twist. Again, feel free to use the hands here, and if you really want to intensify a little bit, feel free to turn the neck as well away from the lower part of the body. So full body twist, and then breathe. If you want to use the hands as well, you can create a little bit of traction here by moving the kind of skin, the muscle, the tissue away from one another. So just traction a little bit through the ribs, a little bit through the leg. So you get that nice stretch. Keep relaxing, releasing down. Let the legs go, let the inner thighs release. And then gently, in your own time, at your own pace, give your legs a little hand with your hands as well. Beautiful. Good. Bring the sole of the foot back down. We're going to come into roll-ups here. So just bring the legs long. Bring the arms all the way overhead. Connect your inner thighs. Breathing out. Bring the arms up first. Relax the shoulders down the back. Chin to chest. Take a little scoop. Send the crown of the head forward. Draw the ribs back in towards the spine. Good. We're only going to do a few. It's such a lovely one, and actually it's a really nice one that you can get into a nice little flow with. Draw the abs in, and it's a beautiful stretch to help release kind of tension through the back of the body as well. I want you to go as slow as you need to go. There is no rush. Try and just keep all yourself connected, body and mind as one. This is your time. Last little one here, chin to chest, wheeling up. See if you can feel every part of your spine. Draw your abs in for that nice stretch. And then we're going to roll back. Beautiful. Bring the arms overhead, circle them round, hug the legs in. Good. Bring the hands behind the thighs. We're just going to do a little breathing here. So I want you to breathe out and press the backs of the hands, backs of the legs into the hands, and just roll up. And then breathe in, roll back down, draw the legs in, breathe out, send the legs away into a little curl up, and then draw the legs back in. Last one, breathing out, Press the legs away, curling up, good, and then breathing and draw the legs in. Gorgeous work. We're going to come onto our side here. Open boot stretch. So bring the hands, bring the head into the hands, bring your legs forward here, stack the shins up. Beautiful one here just to stretch across the upper back. We're just spiraling open to the sky, rotating through the upper part of the spine, and then think of keeping the lower body square facing forward. Breathe out and then close it down. Beautiful. So good. We're just going to do 2 more. Good. Turning the head with you if you can to look to the elbow. So getting that full body stretch. Beautiful one. Gorgeous. And closing down there. Take your underneath arm long. Keep the top leg, the underneath leg where it is. We're just going to kick forward and back. Bring your leg in line with your hip. Kick, flex your toes towards your face. Just a little kick forward. Softly point the foot. Draw it behind the spine. Just 2. Kick forwards. This is 3. Again, just find that flow. Just nothing crazy. Draw that back. Last one here. Good. Keep the leg where it is. Take your top hand and reach it away. So you're going to reach the leg behind you and then reach the arm away from you. So you're getting this lovely stretch. You can rotate a little bit towards the mat. And then draw that leg, the foot, sole of the foot, back of the foot into your hand for a little quad stretch. Opening through the front of the hip. Bring your knee in line with your hip. And then just kind of gently press the foot into the hand. And then roll your shoulder open. And then breathing here. Beautiful stretch for the quads, thighs, hips. Use the breath. Good job. Gently releasing there. Stacking the legs. You're going to press yourself up. And then we're going to come into our little Z sit position with the legs for a rounded mermaid stretch. So bringing the hands to the diagonal, we're going to twist to this side, bringing the hands to the diagonal. As you breathe out, you're going to rotate, draw that belly button in towards the spine to land the hand, and then you're flexing the spine, stretch through the upper back. Hair's gone mad. Good, breathe here. Deep stretch around the upper back and lovely twist. And then just bring yourself back out of it. Look to the hand. Just a quick little counter stretch there. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. So coming into our open boot stretch. Bring yourself down. Cradle the head. Stack the legs. And we're opening here to the sky. Good. Just move with that ease. Closing it down. Take the head with you. Maybe you can get a little bit further each twist. Good. Releasing here. Bringing that underneath arm up. Stack the leg in line with your hip. You're going to flex the toe, little kicks forward and back. And then bring that leg behind the body, flexing forward. Draw it behind. Keep the ribs tucked in. So we are doing a little bit of centering here. Reach the leg away. Feels nice, feels good. I feel more chilled already. Kicking forward. Beautiful. Keep that leg behind you this time. And then just reach your other leg away. And then it's kind of opposition stretch here. So you're reaching through the fingers, through the upper body, the upper part of the spine, and you're reaching away through the lower part. Just a little stretch. And then from there, just bring your shoulder open. Draw the foot into your hand and open the hip. Draw a stretch into the front of the thigh. Good. And then taking those deep breaths. Releasing tension around the front of the hips. Good. From there, coming to take our little mermaid stretch on this side, so into our little Z sit position with the legs. Bringing the arms onto the diagonal, breathing out, scoop that belly so we're getting that stretch. and then land the hand, collarbones facing the mat. Draw that belly button in towards the spine, pressing the hands in, breathing here, breathing out. Good. From here, we're going to come into prone. So we're going to come to lie on the mat, finishing with just a few more things. A bit of a release here again through the front of the hip. So rest your forehead down on the mat. Draw the foot back into the hand. And then you're going to come into a little bit of an extension here. So breathe out, center, and then kick your foot back into your hand. And then open the shoulder here. So we're getting a little shoulder stretch, a little release through the upper back, a little release through the front of the hip as well. And then just release down, draw that heel in towards your bum. And then release forward, switch to your other side. So draw the foot first, heel towards the bum, center. And then you're going to think about just opening that shoulder by pressing the foot into the hand and rotate that shoulder open. You're holding a nice connection to that core. Press the foot into the hand and then just release down. As you release down, draw that heel in towards your bum. Deep stretch through the front of the hip and the thigh. Good. Release the leg gently. Press yourself up, coming straight into cat. So knees under your hips, wrists under your shoulders, lengthen that spine, breathing in. As you exhale, just round through the spine. So draw that tailbone underneath you, relax your head, and then lengthen back out. And then we're going to straighten one leg, and you're going to bring it round to the side of the body, and we're going to come into a little stretch, a little release for your inner thigh. So sink your bum back, and then you're going to draw your weight forward just a little bit over the hands. Sink your bum back. And then draw your weight forward. Last one here, breathing out. Inner thigh stretch. Again, so much tension. Lift the leg, bring it back in line with the hip, draw it back onto the knee. Same thing to the other side. Breathing out, slide the leg. You're going to rotate the hip to land the sole of the foot to the mat. And then you're going to just bring your weight gently over the wrists, sink your bum back, keep your sit bones wide. You should just have a little bit of centering, but think of that stretch for the inner thigh. Leg in line with your hip or just to wherever you can get it. Last one here, sink that bum back. So good, so good. And then you're just going to find that center point, lift the leg, bring it back to the hip, slide it back underneath you. Gorgeous work. We're going to finish with another cat. Breathing in, breathing out. Roll that tailbone underneath you. Let your head go. Take a big breath into the ribs here. Fill the back of the body. Breathe it out. Release your heart forward. Open your knees. Send your bum back. Take a rest position. You can take as many breaths as you need to take in this position. You can stay here for longer if you'd like. Breathing into the back of the body, under the armpits. Fill that space in the chest. Release your forehead to the mat. Release your face. Release the jaw. When you feel that you've had enough, you can just walk your hands back in. Restack that spine. And you are done with your session for the day. I hope you're feeling definitely more stretched and more free of tension than you were when you started. Get this one saved, bookmark it, use it whenever you feel that you need that release from whatever it is that's being asked of you. I'll see you back on your mat soon.